If your kidneys have been quietly getting weaker, if your energy has been dropping, if your body just doesn't feel the same anymore, then stay with me for a moment, because what I'm about to share is not complicated, not expensive, and not something you need a prescription for. In fact, it comes down to just 4 simple foods. 4, that's all. And I didn't believe it at first either. At 105, I've seen every kind of advice, every kind of treatment, and I've watched people follow long lists, strict diets, complicated routines, but most of them still got worse, and that's what confused me, because I wasn't doing all that. I was doing something much simpler, something almost too ordinary to take seriously. At first, I thought it was just coincidence. I noticed my body wasn't declining the way others around me were. My energy stayed steady, my swelling didn't get worse, and my doctor, well, even he couldn't fully explain it. But then something made me pay attention. I looked at my daily routine, not the big things, the small ones, what I ate every single day. And that's when I realized it was the same 4 foods every day, without fail. And what surprised me the most was how something so simple could be doing something so powerful inside the body. But here's where it gets interesting, because most people who try to eat healthy for their kidneys are actually missing this completely. The first food surprised me, because most people already have it in their kitchen. But they never use it this way. It's simple, plain water, but not just drinking water whenever you feel like it. That's where most people go wrong. At first, I thought I was drinking enough, a few glasses here and there, a cup of tea, maybe some soup. But then something changed. I noticed my body still felt heavy, my urine was darker, my energy still low. And that's when I realized I wasn't helping my kidneys, I was making their job harder. Because your kidneys don't just need water, they need consistency. Small amounts, spread through the day, not large amounts all at once. Think of it like this: your kidneys are like a filter. If you flood it suddenly, it struggles. But if you give it a steady flow, it works smoothly. So I made one simple change. I started drinking small sips every hour, not forcing, just consistent. And within days, something shifted. The heaviness started easing. My body felt lighter. Even my sleep improved. But here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They wait until they feel thirsty. And by then, your body is already behind. But this was just the beginning. Because the second food is something most people avoid, thinking it's bad, and that misunderstanding is quietly damaging their kidneys even more. The second food shocked me, because for years I had been avoiding it, thinking I was protecting my body. It's healthy fats. Yes, the very thing most people over 60 are told to reduce. At first, I believed the same advice: avoid fats, eat light, stay safe. But then something changed. I noticed my skin becoming dry, my joints stiffer, and my energy would crash, even after eating. And that's when I started questioning things. Because your kidneys don't just filter waste, they rely on stable energy and proper cell function. And without the right fats, your body struggles to repair itself. So I made a small shift. Not a big diet change, just one addition. A spoon of olive oil with my meals, a few soaked nuts in the morning. Nothing extreme. But within weeks, I felt it. My body didn't feel as strained. My energy stopped dipping so sharply. And even that tight, uncomfortable feeling in my lower back started easing. But here's where most people go wrong. They either avoid fats completely or they consume the wrong ones. Processed oils, fried foods, heavy meals. That's not what helps. It's the simple, natural fats, in small amounts, every day. And this is where it gets even more interesting, because the third food is something people eat daily, but in the worst possible way for their kidneys. The third food is something almost everyone eats every day, but very few people use it in a way that actually helps their kidneys. It's salt. Yes, salt. At first that sounds wrong, because for years we've been told to cut it down, avoid it, fear it, and I did the same. I reduced it so much, my food barely had any taste. But then something changed. I started feeling weaker, dizzy at times. Even my muscles felt off, like my body wasn't balanced. And that's when I learned something important. Your body doesn't just need less salt. It needs the right kind, in the right amount, because your kidneys depend on proper balance, not extremes. So I stopped using processed salt and switched to natural salt in small, controlled amounts, just enough to support my body, not overwhelm it. And slowly things stabilized. Less dizziness, better hydration, more strength. But here's the mistake almost everyone makes. They either overload their food with salt or remove it completely. Both can stress your kidneys. Balance is the key. But what happened next is what truly changed everything for me, because the fourth food was the one that actually supported repair, not just balance, and almost no one over 60 is eating it the right way. The fourth food was the one that finally made everything come together, and it wasn't rare or expensive. It was simple fruits, the right ones, in the right way. At first, I avoided fruits. Too much sugar, that's what I was told. But then something changed. I learned that certain fruits actually support your kidneys instead of harming them, especially those with high water content and natural cleansing properties. So I made a small change, not a big bowl, not mixed with heavy meals, just a few slices on an empty stomach. Papaya, apple, sometimes watermelon, simple, light, and within days, I noticed something different. My digestion felt easier. My body didn't feel as heavy after meals. And that constant tiredness started fading, because these fruits weren't just feeding me. They were helping my body clear what it didn't need. But here's where most people go wrong. They either overeat fruits or combine them with heavy foods, which slows everything down. It's not about eating more, it's about eating right. And when I looked back, I realized something powerful. It wasn't one single food, it was these four working together: water for flow, healthy fats for strength, natural salt for balance, and fruits for gentle support. And once I understood this, everything changed inside my body. And this part matters more than anything I've told you so far, because it's not just about food, it's about how you live with your body every single day. I've seen people follow perfect diets, take every supplement, listen to every doctor, and still feel worse, not because their body failed them, but because something deeper was missing. You see, your kidneys don't just respond to what you eat, they respond to how you live. Stress, loneliness, feeling like you're no longer needed. These things sit quietly inside you, and your body carries that weight. I remember a time when I stopped doing the little things I loved, stopped walking outside, stopped talking to people, and slowly, my body felt heavier again, not physically, but internally. And that's when I realized healing isn't just about fixing the body, it's about giving yourself a reason to keep going. So I made small changes. I started stepping outside every morning, speaking to someone, even for a few minutes, doing something that made me feel useful. And slowly, everything felt lighter again, not just my body, but my mind. So if you've listened this far, tell me in the comments just one word: starting. Because that's all it takes. And if this reached you, share it with someone who needs it. You never know. It might help them hold on just a little longer.